What's up? Welcome to PM Session Live. We are having a little backtesting session here, and then I'm looking at the markets for the PM session. Obviously, not trading Euro USD because like the volume goes heavily down. This geo trade idea hit. Obviously, took a loss here. Then gold was doing kind of like the seek and destroy. You kind of took all sides here, like kind of annoying. But what else did we have here? So yeah. So I have a Pepperstone account linked with this shit. We got 80 euros there, so that's something that's a small amount of money that I'm willing to lose. So I'm going to trade with that money on NAS 100 this PM session if we can find nice opportunities. And yeah, the PM session is starting in around 30 minutes, so before that starts we are going to backtest our IFVG strategy on NQ and Nasdaq. Okay, so here that's my funding pips account. Took a little hit today. I was correct with my draw liquidity. Unfortunate day. What can you do? Today AM session was kind of bad on Nasdaq NQ. I can't really figure out what we should have done there. I guess like looking at the 4 hour, you got that drawdown there, daily fair value gap. That looks quite good for a draw. Now I'm not sure what market is doing here, because like it could just run here and build a little bit more sell side, and I don't feel comfortable selling at all-time highs. But you know, this could have been your sell. I mean, how would I say this? I do feel comfortable with selling at all-time highs in certain situations, but not just straight from this kind of FVG. I need to scale down to like M1 and see like a proper, if we get like a proper, let's say there was like a clean fair value after the upside and we inversed that and like nice liquidity there. Yeah, I could take a lot, like a little scalp there. But we definitely not go sell anything in here. This is like a choppy structure. There's like few clean candles in this kind of range. Wouldn't been able to trade in around here because Fed was peaking anyway. So this was like a one of those days when you cannot really, at least I couldn't really find nice opportunities. Maybe we are able to catch like a nice trade during PM. But let's go to the backtesting software. So that's FX replay. There you go. What are we looking at here? 11 a.m. candle, New York. So this is our strategy here. Make it a little bit bigger. Okay, let's go to next session. Let's go to PM session and let's see what we get here. Like a weird candle that builds buy side and sell side to both sides of it in daily chart. This low comes and creates a nice liquidity pool. Obviously you are quite close to it, so I'm not so hopeful about this shit. Like we're probably gonna run them that low. Now looking at this M1, we could be able to catch a sell. Now the problem is that we're far down in this leg, and if your general rule is to sell above the equilibrium price point, also we will have a problem in selling in here. But this is so clean target that maybe we should move for it. Obviously it kind of swept it, but it's like it's a like very small sweep around that much. But yeah, because it kind of swept it, I'm only considering to sell again if we tap that equilibrium first. Kind of shit action there. Give me some clean candles. Okay, this could be nice inverse. Nice inverse there. Let's see what we can have. We tap that equilibrium, build some liquidity. That's not so. So there's no gap here, but M3 has this small one. Maybe if that flips, it's okay. Maybe if you wanna have a more convincing one, just wait for the whole M2 M1 area to flip. We just go mark that M1 there. That's cool for now. So you break this. M5 looks pretty nice. Give me like a nice flip there. Okay, so super, how I would say this, ugly candle there. We take that high though, so like give me a flip of that and we can look at M3. So now M3 flips that, M2 has that, and M1 has that. So I would want to see the M5 to flip. Okay, so this is a little bit worse entry, but I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable about this. So 1 to 1.4 R. Let's risk around that much. Wait. I think we should scale half of there to take a little bit of the profits, go break even. Yeah, I saw how market wanted to kind of look. It's not very good sign when you kind of sweep that low but fail to close below it, or fail to kind of have any convincing closure in this area. You kind of wick that, and when the next candle like looks like that, you're done. So that was still a winner, and this is why I like this strategy, because we're able to catch these winners. Like, yeah, it's a small winner, yeah, it's like a point some percent, but it's a winner, and we one more. And my bias does not change. We tap that equilibrium. We do not have a fair value gap up here. Tap that equilibrium, tap these gaps. This is almost like an equal high. Not quite, but you can see that gap there. And when let's wait for that to give me something. I am not bullish with this, like, I don't know. But I think the PM session is done away with. That's only around an hour that we're trading there during PM session. Let's go New York session. There you go. So remove all drawings and let's go daily chart. How does that look like? Daily chart. We still have these relative equal lows. We kind of swept that, but not good enough still. I think we'll sweep that high. I would like to annotate on that gap. That liquidity pool is something that we could like just kind of stab all of these highs. Market could want to do that, but we have a problem because now we're in an area where you could stab all these highs or stab all of these lows. I think we are kind of in the middle of we are in the middle of a lot of action, but we're actually not doing anything, so we need to stab some of that liquidity out. I think if we are moving higher, it seems reasonable to go a little bit lower first and then move higher because we got that liquidity. You know what I'm saying? Your low resistant liquidity run. Let's just put that. LR. Actually have that bottom. Let's have it like that. So let's see what we can get. That kind of flips, but that's super small, not obvious, and I don't actually even know if that's gap. Yeah, it's small one. It's it doesn't matter. Okay, that holds. Let's see what we can have. Okay, now it breaks. Okay, so now it breaks. We're clearly targeting some of these highs. I don't necessarily like that kind of range that we're coming out of building LR, so I'm just leave it. I'm not going to take this setup. We could take a sell here if we are able to deliver clean price action, you know what I'm saying? So give me just... Okay, all of these highs are now swept. All of the highs are swept there. Okay, let's look at here. So what's going on? I'm not going to sell unless we take out. I mean, hard to say because we are kind of close, but kind of, yeah. I probably cannot sell before we take out that high. So let's just wait for that to happen if that's something Marco wants to do. I feel like I cannot get into this. Okay, so now we're in an interesting position because that's 9:30 open. We definitely rebalance away from some fair value gap there. I mean, it's not that convincing. It's like the M1 gap here, the only one here. And we don't print bearish gaps in price, but we are stabbing that liquidity like crazy. Okay, so we have stabbed all of that now. Now I can expect market moving higher, possibly. Looking at this range, is there like a gap? Well, let's wait for it. Okay, we got huge liquidity crap there, a lot of volume. I'm actually not sure anymore if we are going to pump back up. or I was just running these lows there. But I'm still kind of bullish, based on the fact that 930 didn't really provide upside action. It's just dumped immediately, so this could be like a massive judo swing. But I'm having a hard time to. Okay, I should have skipped so much there, but I just wanted to see like the M15 gap to inverse, but obviously we run so far. So that was kind of a mistake on my end, because I could have executed something, for example here. Delivering away from that gap, swept of liquidity, like in terms of the relative equal lows there. Then this is the candle that flips the gap. Have your stop at that body low, maybe. Body low there. And run. I would target that high realistically. And like, it gives you a lot of action there. I kind of annoyed that I skipped that, kind of like a accidentally, although it wasn't really accident, but you know what I'm saying. Let's see how so it's 20:41 my time, meaning that the PM session is starting at 21, so 9 PM basically. Yeah, I think we're gonna skip that end of the session. That was the trade that we wanted to have. So let's just go to PM session now. Let's see if we can catch something there. Is there gaps in this range? None. We could have an SNT here, but we still count that as an important liquidity pool that we could go and stab out. I would want to take that liquidity first because we're super close to that. So give me like a sweep. There you go. Let's just mark that fair value gap. Choppy action, that's something you might have to experience when trading PM session. That happens. Sometimes you have a nice action, but sometimes you might have like consolidation. There is a fair value gap M30. This hourly is the most significant one, so I want that to be taken out before anything. Or otherwise we could even try to buy into that liquidity pool. No bearish fair value gaps though, so unfortunately we are not able to participate. There is no fair value gaps, there's just simply just none. Okay, now this is an interesting one because you see how the structure plays out. You are low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. What are you expecting? Higher high. And where does the higher high, like where is it? It's at that hourly and M30 fair value gap highs. There you go. So have we grabbed enough liquidity? I'm not quite sure. We have taken these lows. Are we rebalancing away from fair value gap? Well, we are. It's not like higher time frame fair value gap, but it's a small M1 there. Okay, what else? Okay, the problem is we got like LR here. So I'm going to take a stab at this. Now the real entry should have been at that kind of close, around 1 to 1R or 1 to 1.2. I would trade it already down, so I'm gonna take this with like a smaller risk, because only 1% risk because this could stab us out in one M1 candle. Okay, so that is a big break-even trade. We take the internal high. We don't want to continue higher. That's okay, but we have to comply our rules and take out break-even. I would have probably taken out profits there, but I kind of just moved a little bit too fast with that. Okay. The chart weekly stopped into that level of weekly fair value gap. We are trading and trending lower. What's your next target? I don't know. That daily low. Most likely we are close to that. We're probably going to take that out before giving me any entries. So this is our range that we want to see. Let's just go lower with this. This is your M1 gap that needs to only get flipped, and we could possibly get short. Okay, that's nothing special in terms of time, but that's super strong BPR3 fair value gaps like that lined up. We reject from there. So if we flip that gap on M1, this looks decent. Okay, that's a strong flip. That's a momentum candle. So we're going to try to have a stab with this market sell. Like we are still having. So we're still having a little bit like a bullish structure here, but I don't necessarily like the fact that we haven't taken that out that high, but the fact that we're rebalancing away from here, we are still swept already. A lot of liquidity, and this is momentum candle. I do like this still. Okay, so that's break even. And because FX replays incapabilities, we have to. So let's just close it as early as we can. That was logged in as a break-even setup. So I'm still looking short, but I want, like, when I get into a trade, I want to have like a lot of momentum, which we didn't get there immediately, which was annoying because it's looking to run to our direction still. And what do you have? What do you know? It takes your direction, but like takes that sell side. Now we've built like relative equal highs with the M15 gap. Does not look too bad with like a long idea there. If you flipped like that gap, it would be pretty nice. Let's just see what we can have. M1 dropping lower. What's the exact reason of that? If we don't want to go lower, this could be an area where we are finding like a resistance in general. So like Let's see how market prints these candles. Is it just going to melt through that level? Like it seems like so. That's the low that it's targeting. This looks pretty good on M2, I'm not going to lie. And we could still take that because like the time is. So I'm still going to have a try with this because look, we got the FF inverse. The initial entry would have been there. No, and first of all, we rejected that here, and we are so close to that area that we can still take this. Stop at that low, target like, I don't know, somewhere in this range. We have dropped far today, so I think it's fair to go with this, and this is like a low resistant liquidity run anyway. Unfortunately, it looks like we're getting break even here. It didn't work out. Like the break-ins can be frustrating or nice, depending on how you kind of take it. But we can have like a same trade again here. Okay, we're dropping way down. I cannot really pick out the point where we would like a flip bullish, so maybe I'm just trying to look for sells only. Give me like for a grab of liquidity. That will do. Okay, maybe we're like getting some bull action during the PM. Don't really know. We need to see that gap flip. Okay, we're bearish. We took all these highs. We'll deliver away from here. We got some liquidity like so. I think this is a setup where price could really accelerate. Okay, man. What? The M1 didn't actually flip that candle. Because I just made a error. So I'm just trying to get breaking because I wouldn't have taken that trade in real time. Like never. Like what are the odds that we're then flipping bullish immediately when I take the fucking trade? So we're just going to try to catch the break. Yeah, like it got so close and it fell. Okay, there you go. So let's just take one more session there. $8.30, probably some news event because immediate volume there. 4 hour, do we see gaps? We do see this gap. We're probably gonna reach that 4 hour gap flips or 4 hour candle closes in 1 hour. We need to go lower before we can go longer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that is pretty nice because that flips. I don't necessarily like that the M3 does not flip, but M1 surely flips all of its gaps. So we're gonna have that. You know, we are kind of wrong with our buys right now. I mean, we shouldn't take long if we are not into premium prices. So discounted prices. So if we tap that and we give it a long setup, I'm still going to take it. Like M5. Let's try this. So we're rejecting the M2 bullish. We cannot really have longs here. It's kind of failing every area. So I don't really know if I like this. We're gonna want one more candle go. We gonna have this still. Try to catch some pips. Let it run. We are close at that hut. So this ends up running. Fucking hell, this should be break even as well. Just give me that shit, man. I'm on my stop TV there. It's just so odd how price has so much resistance on those areas that I needed to hit. Like, I just want that break-even position. I don't need anything else, and it just fails and fails, and drops more than I have ever seen. Then we need to skip like 1 month before I can hit that fucking level. Like, how is this even? How can this be real? Like, I don't know why it was so fucking hard for it to do what it needed to do. Okay, let's just check that PM session. Let's check that PM session. So price is pulling back up to these 4 hour gaps. Actually, this is interesting because 4 hour candle close in 20 seconds. So let's see if we can flip these gaps. Seems like it's doable if we don't have like massive volume to the upside in 10 seconds. There's no like fair value gaps in this price range either, so seems like we could just continue pulling lower to PM session as well. I don't really see price pushing through these levels in PM, meaning that we're not going to be looking longs. We're gonna come low. Look at that, almost equal lows. Then you got M1 building some liquidity, like right there. PM session open. Like it would be fine for us to like see. I don't know if this is good enough. If this is good enough. And one has like this gap which has not got flipped, so if that flips we could take a sell and go break even at that. So let's just wait what happens, because we swept already that gap. Already that swept. How about that equilibrium? M3 gap equilibrium, M5 gap, pretty good looking. M15 gap equilibrium, everything kind of trading above. And one gap, I mean it's not really one gap, it's like multiple ones. Okay, so we are trading through here. So we're going to have like market sell if that flips. We have swept buy side there, so this is like a small position. Have it sell there. Pretty nice volume there with the first candle. So this could be like a manipulation market to continue higher, like a macro shit. I don't know, man. Okay, so that's how is that? What, like, why the? Why doesn't it approve it? What the fuck? How about one lot? I mean, that would be break even right now. We would be targeting at that low. What's up with that shit, man? I have no clue what's happening. What the fuck? What is it? What the fuck did it reject that? That would be a break-even position, but like quick, like I don't know, 30-second trade, man. You could even get along from this flip, because like so. Let's try the C3 if I can. I mean, everything seems to work. Like, I can execute on like Euro USD. The only thing I can really think about is like if the CFD products have like much lower leverage, and then my capital is just not enough. So I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't understand. Look, if I have like buy stop there, the stop loss is like very small. But I don't know, like, how would that require so like. I don't understand this shit, man.